The inhumanity of slave owners refers to the cruel and dehumanizing practices inflicted upon enslaved individuals by those who owned and profited from their labor during the era of slavery. Slavery was a deeply unjust and morally reprehensible system, and many slave owners perpetrated acts of violence, exploitation, and degradation against those whom they enslaved. Here are some aspects of the inhumanity associated with slave ownership. Forced labor. Enslaved individuals were subjected to forced labor, often engaged in grueling and demanding tasks from sunrise to sunset. The labor was often physically exhausting and accompanied by harsh discipline for perceived disobedience. Physical abuse. Slave owners exercised complete control over the bodies of enslaved people, and physical abuse was rampant. Whippings, beatings, and other forms of violence were used as methods of punishment and control. Family separation. Families were often torn apart as slave owners sold individuals, including children, spouses, and parents, to different plantations. This deliberate separation caused immense emotional suffering and further dehumanized enslaved families. Sexual exploitation. Enslaved women were especially vulnerable to sexual exploitation by slave owners. Many were subjected to rape and sexual abuse, further eroding their sense of dignity and autonomy. Dehumanization. Slave owners propagated ideologies that justified the dehumanization of enslaved people. Racist beliefs and stereotypes were used to justify the institution of slavery and portray enslaved individuals as inferior beings. Denial of education. Enslaved individuals were often denied access to education, perpetuating their subjugation. Illiteracy served as a tool to maintain control and limit the ability of enslaved people to communicate and organize. Brutal punishments. Slave owners employed brutal punishments to instill fear and deter resistance. Public floggings, mutilations, and other forms of extreme punishment were used to suppress any challenges to the system. Poor living conditions. Enslaved individuals were forced to live in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. Poor nutrition, inadequate shelter, and lack of medical care contributed to high mortality rates among the enslaved population. Denial of basic rights. Enslaved people were denied basic human rights, including the right to autonomy, legal protections, and the ability to exercise free will. They were considered property rather than individuals with inherent rights. Resistance and rebellion. Despite the inhumane treatment, many enslaved individuals resisted through acts of rebellion, escape, and the preservation of cultural practices. Their resilience in the face of oppression is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. The inhumanity of slave owners represents a dark chapter in history marked by the systemic dehumanization, exploitation, and violence inflicted upon individuals who were enslaved. Understanding and acknowledging this history is crucial for grappling with the enduring legacy of slavery and working towards a more just and equitable future.